And we are recording. Hello, this is a Toonkind 12 frames per second.
Woo.
Yeah, my name's Kraken. I'm here playing Craigory, a tall wizard.
Listen, we love Craigory. He's very tall. I am Noodle, and I am playing a very small little pirate mouse called Pipsqueak, or Pip.
God, every time I look at the height chart,
Oh, absolutely.
Pipsqueak's just at the
Pip.
perfect height to bite his ankle.
They are. They only, reach his knees. Thus, Craigory is the perfect perch.
Perfect, perfect. So, speaking of Craigory and Pip,
hmm
they had quite a time last time we saw them in Terminal Jelocity.
Oh, absolutely.
There was a manor that was broken into. The manor quickly got swallowed by Jello, and a bunch of people had to escape it. Is the
Yep.
long and the short of that. At the
Not many people in there were very good people.
No,
But oh boy, they were there.
I was about to say they were all awful, but no, Boomer, Boomer,
True. Boomer is the one.
the only person we can all agree on.
hmm
But at the end of all that, it seems the party split their ways. Uh, Gregory and Pip in particular went off to go find civilization. So we are picking up with them basically as they're arriving into Toontown after that travel. Uh,
hmm
so they
I
are
would
just.
say
Mhm.
right now Pip is probably still conked out asleep from having been keeping watch the whole night before, while Gregory got some rest.
Yeah, Gregory is no longer sitting at 4 hit points. It's the
Thank
important thing
goodness.
here. Yeah, we decided that he'd get a long rest in amongst there, so he is now back at full health. Has all his spell slots, is ready for action.
Oh boy.
He has recovered from Eddie.
We're coming for you, man. We're coming for you.
So yeah, at some point, yeah, Pip fell asleep, was probably trying real hard not to, but kind of seeing this, Krager at one point did pull out like a spare cloak from his hammer space, and he just sort of made it into a sling so he could have both hands
Aww.
free. Pip's just kind of in there. He crests a hill, and yep, that sure is the sign for Toontown. It's got all the lights, bangs, and whistles. It is getting on to late afternoon, and boy, do his feet hurt. They've been walking a while.
hmm Well, Gregory certainly has.
Uh, yeah, Gregory's done all the walking, actually. So
Listen,
as
this
he,
would take much longer if Pip had to walk.
oh yeah, God, it's only practical.
hmm
So as he's passing the sign to Toontown, getting in there proper, he does shift that sling. He's gonna try and wake Pip up.
Ugh. No, 5 more minutes.
Uh, nope, no, up now. We're here, and he's carefully just kind of like poking through the what's the cradle at Pip's side.
What? Where? Huh?
And just, you see one ear just kind of flip up out of the cloak.
Like, huh? Where are we? What? Huh? Oh, we're here. Right.
Yep, we're here,
Uh,
Toontown.
oh, this is what it looks like. Huh?
You've never been?
Uh-uh.
Oh,
No. Gregory,
huh.
buddy, I'm a pirate. You
Well,
know, the big head honcho? He, is not really, liking pirates.
that is a point. That is a
Uh-huh.
point.
Yeah.
Is Pip
Ugh.
making any move to get out of the cloak, or are they just hanging out
Oh,
there?
they're kind of like sat up a little to see more. But no, they're quite comfy. They're here.
They're vibing.
Yeah. It's a very comfy cloak.
Okay.
Yeah,
Craigory
up and
kind
take a
of
look around.
waits a moment expecting them to, but when it kind of becomes clear that Pip is just staying there, he goes, okay, then uh, I know some good snack vendors if they're in the same place. Do you want a bite to eat before you go?
Yeah. I'm starving. Let's go, let's go.
Okay, okay. And he
And they're
starts
like,
walking with
they
those
just like
long,
point.
long
Let's
legs,
go.
eating up ground quickly. And he's making a beeline towards some vending stalls he remembers that are usually set up near the river that runs through Toontown.
Ooh.
And
Making his way
Pip is
downtown,
just
walking
looking around,
fast.
faces pass, and he's homebound. Well, oh, he can't be anymore.
Yeah,
Oh no.
oh
Either
no.
way, Pip is out. They're looking around. At some point, they do like clamber back up onto his shoulders again, and just ah, they're well. This is new. They've never been to Toontown, despite they've been around the block a time or two. They're not old, but they're not a new tune. It's pretty fascinating.
Neat.
See all sorts of signs and posters, and oh, hey, they've heard of that movie, and oh, that one's new, and whoa, look at all these shops and all the fun colors and shapes, and ooh, that's kind of shiny. Wait, no stealing here.
Yeah, good
It's
idea.
tempting. It's tempting. Gregory probably sees them looking real hard at one of those fancy jewelry stores, and they're like, oh,
He just
there's
kind
a
of
diamond.
angles his shoulders and walks another way. He's not getting
Aw.
arrested on top of everything else.
Next time. Right? Next time. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
You'd be up
next
for
time.
that.
Uh,
I mean, you're having lunch with Eddie, and
well,
he'd probably steal that. You're like having a date with him. Why are you having
oh
a
no,
date with him?
listen, it's coffee, not a date, and if he wants it, he's gonna have to find me.
You said yes,
I said
and
yes, but
he
I don't know.
stabbed you.
Yeah, yeah,
I was there. Like, I.
you were on
It's
my shoulder. You fell off.
yeah. No, that was not very fun. Ah, I. Buddy, listen. You were asking about us if we were okay. Are you okay? Is this like a thing with you? Do you go on dates with people that stab you? Is that a thing?
No, this is new, and Craigory's gonna try and change the topic by doing, I think, a perception check for where the hell this food stall is.
They're like,
Perception.
by the way, they're like trying to hang around like towards like mostly in his vision while still standing on him.
Listen. Do we gotta do something here?
Okay, with a 9, yeah, Pip is like absolutely partially obscuring his vision with like
That's
their
fitting.
big ears.
Yeah. He can like half see through the hole in one of their ears.
He's like reaching up to like try and brush an ear away so he can see. He's being quite careful about this because like you've traveled together now and you didn't pull a swordfish on him when being woken up, but he still like doesn't know how far
No.
this friendliness necessarily extends.
Eh. You. Okay. You know that you can just ask if you need me to move. There's things called manners, Gregory. Do we need to go over these too in addition to
No,
weird
no,
dates?
no, we do not. We do not. If anything, manners got me into the weird date.
Okay, then we need to talk about the opposite of manners and how to be rude.
I don't think you're capable of being rude.
What? Yeah, I'm very rude. What are you talking about? I was rude. I threw a book at your head.
He just gives you a look and just like very distinctly says, peck.
Ah, hey! No swearing.
But swearing is rude.
Well, yeah, but you don't do that. You're not supposed to swear. That's
Not even
like,
at Eddie.
uh, mm, mm.
Would I
Okay,
just
maybe
roll?
one time at him.
Make it a good one. And that roll I just did was a second perception to try and find this food stall.
Yeah.
He spots it. It's on the
They
edge of the
move
river,
back, sit
and
on his shoulder, like they're posed like the thinker statue. They're like, debating the merits of if they can say a swear or not.
a genuine moral dilemma for Pipsqueak.
Absolutely. Listen, they can steal, but they draw the line at swearing. You don't say bad words.
So yeah, Craigory is strolling right up to this donut place, and
Oh,
yeah, they've got some good flavors here. He's fishing in his pockets. He's gonna grab that 5 gold that he stole from the manor.
it's not stealing if nobody owns it anymore. Then it's just taking.
Well, here's the thing. He reached into his hammer space, and it's a successful pull in the sense that mechanically he didn't roll a 1.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't pull out 5 gold. He comes out with some
Oh.
pocket lint because it's at this moment Craig realizes he's been robbed.
Huh? I I don't think they
Oh.
accept lint. Do
Hmm.
they?
They do not? Okay. Okay. You know what?
You think
No,
when
this is
he
not fine. This is not fine at all.
uh well hang on, what were you trying to
I
do
was
you not
trying.
have money?
No, like I took a handful from the big old vault you guys cracked open because, like, you know what? It
Uh-huh.
was there, and also my house
Uh-huh.
is gone. I could use some money, even if it's just whatever I took, because I wanted to keep out of. I wanted to go, and
Uh-huh.
you didn't pickpocket me, did you? Just checking.
No. I told you don't mess with the crew. Including taking somebody's share. That's
Ha
like
ha.
rule number 5 of being a pirate. You don't screw with the share. Everybody gets an even amount because you're part of the crew. Duh.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure then it was our dear friend Eddie who took mine, because I don't
Oh.
think Boomer took anything, actually, really. Nothing gold wise.
Eh. Boomer got a shiny bouncy ball. And the oh no, the painting broke. They got your hat.
Yeah, but I can make a new hat, and she liked it. Okay, so no donuts. This is
Hey,
fine.
do, do you want donuts? I mean, I have gold.
Well, yeah, it's your gold. Mm.
Uh-huh. And I'm gonna be eating a donut. So let's go in, 'cause I'm hungry. You're kinda my ride. And it would be kinda really not cool to do all this and not at least get you a donut.
Yeah, he doesn't have an argument for that. He just kind of nods at the idea of perch tax. Yeah, goes in the shop. There are so many flavors of donuts here. It's like Birdie Bot's every flavor of beans in this shop. What does Pipsqueak want?
Oh God. Um. Well, Pip is absolutely sitting there with their eyes big ol' and wide, and like it is like they were looking at the treasure before, but now there's donuts. And see, they know donuts. Donuts are good. Donuts are really sugary and delicious. This is more donuts than they've ever seen in their life. Um, and they are just looking at Craigory to the donuts, to Craigory to the donuts. And um, I'd say as if they get close to a display or some glass, they are just pressed up against it and like,
Oh, there's so many.
Kid in the
Uh,
candy store.
Yeah.
They smell so good. You have stores like this? Oh. I, uh, where, where do you start with this? I
Well, you
could
could
I just
start with
jump
something
over and eat
that
them all?
no, no, you have to pay because there was someone right there. And he gives a pointed
Oh.
look to the shopkeeper. There's someone right there. But you
Eh.
could start with something simple like a chocolate glaze to get you started, or we could go for like completely the most craziest thing here.
Uh,
They are gonna close their eyes
and
and point to a random donut, and whatever that donut happens to be, it's probably one of the wackier flavors and some strange color that you wouldn't think a donut normally is, but it is that color now. You don't know.
Gregory very gently nudged Pipsqueak's finger to point to that donut while their eyes were still closed.
It is absolutely not green, but they have seen green donuts and they are not interested in those donuts, no matter how tasty they may be looking.
Yeah,
uh,
Gregory's not feeling the lime donut he sometimes gets either.
Yeah, no, the just a little too much lime in the past. I need a break from that, huh?
So Gregory is going to get something that's like purple and very sparkly and has like patterns of
oh.
stars on it.
Hey, that one looks like your hat.
Yep.
Oh, I see where you got it now. Okay, how much for these 2 donuts?
And uh, wow, the one thing I didn't think of, I'd say just like I don't know how
A
much
gold piece?
gold is in this economy. 2 gold, one for each donut.
Sure. Sure. They're the fancy donuts. They are worth the
This
two
is
gold.
an artisanal shop.
Absolutely. These are the best donuts. Best donuts around.
Yeah. Some of
And
them are like magically enchanted to like have
yes.
moving patterns and stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
It's Willy Wonka in here.
hmm Willy Wonka, but donuts. And it's the best.
Hell
And
yeah.
Pip holds up their donut, which is the size of their face. And they are so excited by this.
Craigory is
And just,
suddenly a little worried he's going to give this little pirate mouse a sugar high.
this is gonna be so good. Ow. Yum, yum.
Take a big old bite out of it. And they're quiet for a minute. And then the donut is very quickly gone because this is an excellent donut, and Pip has not had donuts in quite a while.
This will be like a full
Grab 'em.
meal at that size.
Absolutely, it is. They
This
are
is
so excited.
bang for Pip's buck.
There are some benefits to being small. You don't have to eat as much, but you could, because they're a tune. But donuts the size of your head, that's why would you want anything else? It's magnificent and magical the entire time.
It's the good
And
shit. All
mhm.
right.
And at the end they are just patting their belly, leaning against Craigory's head like,
That's so good.
Well, glad you enjoyed. And he's, despite having walked like all day or however long it took for them to get from the middle of nowhere, Gisnep to
back to
Toontown,
Toontown.
he's
hmm
finding somewhere to kind of rest his legs.
There's
And
probably like outside the donut shop, there's, probably some tables because they'd have places for people to sit and eat their donuts.
there we go. Yeah.
hmm
He plonks down there and just sort of slumps over and goes, oh man.
Yeah.
And Pip hops off his shoulder for the first time and sits their self down on the table, looking at him.
So, what are you gonna do now?
Craigory takes a big old bite out of his donut to give himself time to think about that. To be fair, he's
they
been thinking about it pretty nonstop the entire trip here.
they have an idea of what that bite is, but they're not gonna say anything. They're gonna let him think.
Well, I do have family here in Toontown. I haven't seen them in forever, but they're family, so I can, at the very least, touch base with them, see what's going on there, and I don't know, I'll pick myself up from there.
Well, if you need something, like, right away, and, you were kinda a pain in the neck before you were cool,
Wow, all right.
but hey, I'm getting somewhere with this. You were able to get up to on top of the bookshelves for a little bit. I did say that was a pirate only zone. You're kind of part of the crew now. So if you wanted or needed, I'm certain the captain could find a spot for you on the ship.
Craigory takes another big bite of donut.
Hey, don't give me that look.
What look? He
It's,
says, mouth full. He has very almost finished this donut. He's going through it fast.
you want to slow down there a little, buddy? You're gonna choke.
Uh, he does
They
have
say.
to take like a concentrated moment to finish what he has and swallow.
Pip says, slow down after they, completely devoured theirs in the span of a blink.
Just unhinge their jaw.
Kind of. That whole ow. Just donut gone.
The Scooby-Doo shoving the entire 2 foot tall sandwich into their mouth.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. That is correct. Yes.
Yeah. That's real nice of you. I mean, I was kind of going to ask, not in terms of joining a pirate, but like, what's that like? I would have thought you've been well traveled, but you've never been to Toontown? I know there's a river here. I guess the ship doesn't
Uh,
come up this way.
well, I mean, we kind of stay out of Gisnep because of the king. But, I guess there's pirates that are, pirates that aren't cool. But, my crew, we are out there for adventure and treasure. And we sail pretty much everywhere. We go looking for, like, like abandoned places and tombs and, empty mansions that weren't supposed to get eaten by Jello, but did.
Yeah, what's with that seems weird you'd go so far inland for just kind of one measly mansion and alone. What's up with that?
Uh, I, kinda struck out on my own a bit ago. It's, a kind of quest thing. I don't really know how it's gonna end, but I kind of wanted some answers. I mean, I don't know, have you ever met a tune that kind of, they change colors sometimes? I think a lot of UPAans do.
Oh yeah, there's that, and he snaps his fingers. That Mateo guy in like the movies recently. Yeah, that one changes colors.
Oh,
Well, and they stand up and hold themselves a little prouder.
you happen to be in the presence of someone who can do that too. Uh, Used to. Kinda. A little. Sorta. I don't know how that stopped. But, I used to have more colors, and then they went away. So I'm trying to figure out how that happened. I don't know how. I don't know why. Certainly, nobody else on the ship lost their colors. So,
Huh.
I mean, it kind of worried him for a little bit, but I was
Yeah,
fine.
I can imagine. That's Yeah, I'd be freaked out if my color design started doing something. Not that
It
Craigory is
has its.
actually very colorful himself.
Mm-hmm.
He's honestly kind
Eh.
of a lot of black, white, grayscale, but
Oh,
that's just normal for him.
they match.
They do.
Aw.
Eh. But, well, I mean, it has its uses. It was kind of annoying, trying to steal stuff and be sneaky and, swashbuckling rogues. And if your enemies know that, you're really excited or something, or you're scared of them, and that doesn't really help a lot. So, I mean, it's kind of fine. And I didn't want to go, wearing my heart on my sleeve. Especially like, gosh, someone like Eddie? Knowing how you feel? Ugh.
Yeah,
I don't
Craigory
know what he'd
also
do with
shudders.
that.
Oh
Yeah.
god, yeah. I feel
Yeah,
like he
so,
gets enough of a read just looking at you anyway.
yeah, he knows too much. I don't like him. His glasses are creepy.
Yeah, they do like the Flash, and he mimics the Flash.
Yeah. I don't know how he does it, but I don't like it. You don't see anything, and ugh. Anyway. Uh, yeah. So, that's kind of why I'm out here and not on the ship.
Okay.
I thought, with a big adventurer and
They. Let's roll that. See if they actually get it. Yep. Pull out of their hammer space the map that they took from the wall
Hey.
and unroll it some and
you know, if somebody's been adventuring all over the place, maybe they found something weird. So maybe one of these X's, depending on what they're supposed to be, maybe that's the key. And then, uh, I don't know what to do from there. 'Cause, you know, kinda nice not having to fuss about all the colors, but would have liked to be asked before I lost them.
Craigory very cautiously pats Pip's head and leans over to take a look at this map as well. Why don't we both
oh,
roll, like, investigation?
yeah.
See what we can get out of this.
That'll be d20 plus. Oh goodness, what is my numbers? Nope, that's a straight one. Hey! Finally, the pirate gets to look at their map and know.
The pirate looks at the map and they know maps. Craigory,
He does not.
if Craigory didn't know this was a map, he wouldn't know what it was.
He's, he's distracted by the
That was
ecstasy
a
of
nat
donut.
one.
Yeah. The dichotomy of Dice Parser. Nat 1, Nat 20. There we go.
Craigory is looking at it upside down, thinks he's looking at it right side up, and is making like
Uh,
very calculated booming noises, pretending he kind of knows more than he does.
uh, do you want me to turn it around? You okay there?
What? Oh, I was
Uh,
checking for secret codes. You know, maybe when you look at something from a different perspective.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just completely deadpan.
Uh-huh. You didn't know what the map was before. Do you figure anything else out now?
Well, he's got a nat one, so he just kind of sees an outline that now that Pip has turned it around, right side up, he can recognize like the shape of.
Pip's being absolutely sarcastic right now.
Yeah. Craiger's not picking up shape of Inkwell's a continent. covered in scribbles and
Uh,
X's. He's got no clue.
yeah.
But what would Pip see with this map with the natural 20? Seeing all once again.
All right. Yeah, Pip sees all.
I don't know, you were the one that made the map, so.
Yeah. So Pip, being a pirate, is experienced
Kraken?
with maps. Hello? Can you hear me?
Oh no. Did I
Oh,
lose things? Am I not hearing things?
oh God. Hold on.
Oh no. Technical difficulties. Oh golly.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Oh golly. Oh goodness.
Discord sends me about to drop the juicy gossip and cut me the fuck out.
It was like, no, you don't get to know the map secrets yet.
Forbidden knowledge.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pip, all seeing,
Yes.
as apparently always, and being a pirate, very experienced with maps. Pip actually recognizes like the shorthanded notation that all these scribbles are in, for one thing. So just off of that, Pip's getting a lot more information of what this guy's written, what he was searching for, and basically this map is the guy in the mansion was a sort of, you got the impression as he went through there, a wannabe treasure hunter. He wasn't ultimately very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
But this map was him marking locations nearby his mansion and kind of all over the continent, just interesting things to potentially check out, things to, in the notation, apparently try to steal
Mm-hmm.
just from what people already had. And
Ah.
Pip is actually able to tell, there's a lot of X's that mark locations, but Pip can tell what places were still kind of ongoing as potential spots and what have been kind of crossed off as either a bust or complete.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So, if you see here, these ones, busts. There's nothing there. You already went and looked at these, but these ones, you see, the color's different. So, these. I think I'm gonna go check out these next.
Huh.
This. That one. Nah, I think I can cross that one off. I think I went and looked at that one before. Yeah, distance there. Yeah. So, where to go next?
Craigory just lets you like pour over this. He still has no idea what the hell this thing is.
They're trying to. Pip is trying to explain some, but in time they're like,
Okay.
they get all they need, roll it back up, put it back in their hammer space, just tuck it up under the bandana.
Ha. Well, that's a goal. Huh.
Hey, Pip.
Yeah.
Uh, this might be, since don't answer if you don't want to, but you sound like you do a lot of adventurous things. Like,
Uh-huh.
is that, uh, I just noticed you're missing an arm. Like, is that recent? You okay?
Uh,
Uh, well, you see about, that one. Oh, um,
thankfully, they don't change colors, but let's see. Yeah, you don't believe them though. They're hiding something. That's a. Boom.
Technical difficulties hopefully fixed. Oh my god.
Here we go.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Pip is attempting to weave a very tall tail, and they are a very small mouse. They are not doing very good.
yeah, with the 6, yeah, as you said, Craigory's passive perception, passive wisdom, Yeah, he absolutely picks up that Pip is just spinning a yarn. But
Uh-huh.
considering they feel the need to spin a yarn, I don't think he feels inclined to push.
Yeah. And
Pip seems uncomfortable, so he's going to leave it at that and just sort of
yeah.
graciously let this slide.
Uh-huh. And they keep going for a bit, but eventually they do bring up mention of someone else in their story that they keep, talking about. Like, yeah, there was
This, this brave, captain and yet and
but in the story, the Kraken gets this other pirate. And though Pip describes themselves valiantly defeating it at the cost of their arm, and they, let's see. Yeah, no. Nuh-uh. You see them turning, their colors actually go darker than before. To where, there were shades of gray in their color, and there's some different stuff, but it's all black now. And their ears droop a little bit.
you're like,
Hugging a mouse that is many, 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 many times smaller than you is a tricky thing. But Craigory's gonna try. He just sort of cups a hand around them and just sort of like pats,
Pip
sounds
needs
like
the
you were
hug.
real brave.
I it, I don't know, man. I haven't told anybody that story. You know, green's the worst color.
Craigory
It
nods,
sucks.
and then in a desperate bid, he's searching around his head in a desperate bid for a change of topic. He just goes, So were we wrong for leaving Boomer with Eddie or what? I mean, on one
I
hand,
don't know. Oh gosh. Man, I don't know.
this is not necessarily a lighter topic at all. Craigory is sweating.
They just kind of pat his hand where he's hugging them. And they're like,
Yeah. You tried. Appreciate it. He's, well, Eddie's a jerk, but he seemed to kind of care about Boomer, so probably fine.
I mean, she has explosives and like she made it into the house on her own, so in terms of taking care of
She
herself,
blew
she's probably
the
fine.
cellar door off. She almost hit me with it.
Did she?
Yeah, she kind of clipped my ear a little.
Craigory gives the mothers a laugh, and he's just gonna like, well, you.
Hey! Don't you laugh at that. That wasn't funny. I could have gotten. Well.
You?
Yeah, that kind of was funny.
Hey, you know what's not funny? Leaving me to die in Jello. But he's still kind of
Listen. I thought it was the Jello.
You thought?
I thought the Jello was knocking.
How would it knock?
I don't know. Listen, out of nowhere, there was green everywhere. I thought it was knocking. Okay? There was stuff in the Jello. Maybe the Jello could like take a tree and knock on the door. And then,
Maybe
well,
I mean, Jello. Maybe I secretly am Jello at this point. And he just sort of like spookily leans over and wiggles his fingers like, "Ooh, look out, it's the Jello man."
Question. Do I need to roll something if they're gonna try and turn their head and like slurp his hand?
Yeah, please roll.
What would I need to roll for that?
Slurp like lick it?
Yeah.
Dexterity, I guess.
Yeah, like when, you're like putting your hand in like your little sibling's face and they're like, ah, lick. Dirty 20. He like gets his hand close to their face and they're just like, slurp.
It's a long
Like the cartoonish, the
slime.
tongue is massive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Craigory yanks that hand back and just like shaking. It's like, oh,
Blah.
gross.
Blah.
Gross.
Not lime.
How is your mouth that slimy? You're so little. You're so tiny. How?
Secrets.
Ah.
Blah.
He
You
wipes
don't
his
taste like
hand
lime.
on his pants.
Yeah. Nope, don't taste like lime. Don't taste like green. You're not.
Thanks for checking.
Uh-huh. Figured I should. Never
Better
know.
than biting me.
I thought about it. But, then I'd still get a mouthful of your hand. And then it would be in there. No. Then I'd have to taste more. And your hand tastes gross.
I haven't exactly had the chance to.
Turns and looks at the donut, the remaining donut in his other hand.
Craigory falls on his side and stuffs it in his mouth immediately.
Ah.
Finishes that off.
It was worth a shot.
Still chewing. He's got chipmunk cheeks.
But if you were somehow sentient Jello, I kinda saw you stabbed and you didn't bleed green, so there. Which is a really kinda grim metaphor. We're just really not good at this, huh?
No, I don't think any of us are.
No. Dang it. Ah, well, maybe I'll get some better stories after adventuring some more around here. This place is, well, it's a lot more colorful than I thought it'd be.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of silly expecting Toontown. But I don't even think I've seen some of these colors before.
Toontown's a lot, and it's getting on dusk, so there's even like colors in the sky as the sun starts setting and things start going, and like lights start popping up in Toontown, and all the neon night signs start going.
This is really kind of cool.
Yeah, it's loud. I haven't been here in a while, but it's neat to be back in Toontown.
It's a lot more fun. I mean, when you're kind of on your own for a while, it's nice to see all the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to have some noise. Kind of missed it. On the ship, we always had shanties and somebody singing or lots of noise and the ship making sounds of her own. It's just quiet in the forest. I don't know how you lived out there. All on your own? Yikes.
I kind of went out there for the quiet, actually.
Huh?
Yeah.
Why would you like the quiet?
It was peaceful, and I went out there a while ago. I felt like I needed some sort of space to myself and to sort of do my own thing and experiment. So I just kind of picked
Make
up
big
a shack
jello?
in the woods. Hey, listen.
Was the goal to make big jello?
Well, kind of. The goal was I'd make jello, and then, I just wanted to embiggen it.
And it got too embiggened?
Yeah, pretty much. And
And then it was angry. Was it supposed to be angry?
I don't know if it's sentient. I don't fully know what went wrong there because, yeah,
Well,
it got
I mean,
big, but I couldn't
the Jello
unbiggen
felt
it.
weird when I was in it, so, and it was kind of eating things. I mean, if the Jello, it kind of ate Eddie's shoes, which would have been funny.
Deserved it.
He kind of deserved. Yeah, you missed. Oh, you missed it. He fell on his face.
He did?
It was so good. Yeah.
Ah,
Like right before you got in the library, he completely bit it. And I had a front row seat up on the shelves. I didn't have to walk through any of it. But
clever mouse.
oh, of course. You know better than if there's something weird on the floor, you gotta play floor is lava. You jump around so you don't step in it, especially green. Green stuff. Just nobody's ever stepped in anything green and had a good time. I mark my words. Nobody ever. Uh-uh.
Craigory takes your word for it.
Uh-huh.
It is starting to get late, and Craigory kind of goes, well, I was thinking, like, yeah, I said I was going to go to my relative's place and kind of crash there. I don't know if
Oh.
you had a plan. I mean, you sound like you do long term, but like immediately?
Yeah, there's places. Probably. I can find some place. You know me. I can get anywhere I want. Climbing places. There's probably a good rooftop. Some place where I can watch the stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can. You don't have to come with for a place to sleep, but like you can.
What? You mean it? I
Yeah.
mean, I kind of threw a book at you and
You threw a book
stuff.
at me. You didn't let me in the mansion. You
Did
threatened
shut
me
the
with a giant
windows.
swordfish.
Well, to be fair, you did drop a bookcase on my tail. So, the swordfish.
Yeah, but that one was an accident.
Was
Everything
the
I just
swordfish was
did was
justified.
intentional.
I didn't stab you with it.
And you know what? That's like probably one of the biggest things you've got going for you.
True.
Though I don't know how good that says if you're nice in comparison to Eddie.
Nicer than some pirates, I guess. But I am rude. I am very rude. Nasty pirate. Uh-huh, definitely.
Heckin' rude.
There. You. Stop it. There's just...
Want to make me? And he's getting up and packing away his cloak.
Oh, you. Oh,
You know what? I'm not gonna roll it. I'm not gonna roll it. They're actually turning very pink as they hop up and grab hold of the back of his shirt and scramble up onto his shoulder again.
Well, if you're gonna keep using language like that, somebody's gotta keep an eye on you so you don't embarrass yourself. Especially if you're going back into company like your family. Ugh. Living out in the woods, saying all sorts of nasty language like that. Ugh.
What can I say? When I live alone, I can say whatever I want.
Yeah, well, now that we're back with people, somebody should make sure you don't go saying that. So, I guess it's up to me.
Suppose it is. And
Right.
they go off into the night to wherever in Toontown Craigory's family lives. Do you feel like that's a good stopping point?
Good ending.
And that has been an FPS.
Woo! We did it!
We did it!
Follow up. Pip and Craigory, best friends.
Achieved.
Yeah. Friendship achieved. Yay!
You really did go from enemies to friends.
Speed run. Speed run.
I don't know. Danger and adventure does that to you. Sometimes you just kind of forget that they left you to die alone in a abomination of your own creation.
Listen, sometimes you think it's the Jello. Pip was fully convinced that it was the Jello up until Craigory stormed into the library. And then it's like,
Oh no,
Oh, that's a
that's
whole
a person.
that's a human being.
All right.
Right.
I'm going to stop
Oh
this
no.
recording. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.